Hey everyone, welcome and thank you for joining me in another video. In this video, I'm going to be discussing how we should be preparing for the next health crisis. But before I get into this topic of discussion, subscribe to this channel, also share this video, like this video. Also feel free to drop a comment if you want to. As usual, I do appreciate everyone's support of this channel. Now let's get into the topic of how we should be preparing for the next health crisis. As this video is being made, we are now approaching almost 2 years of being and living in a pandemic. That is a very long time. Many of us, our lives have been changed permanently. Our lives have been turned upside down. We have seen so many different changes, many negative, maybe some positives, but we have definitely all gone through some changes over almost the last 2 years. And I'm here to say that this will not be the last pandemic, the last global disease, the last virus to hit us throughout the populations throughout the world. This will not be the last time, although for this one, it looks like we're seeing sort of like the end of the tunnel and we're getting through the worst of it. But this is not going to be the last virus. This is not going to be the last disease. So we need to be prepared. And there's 2 ways that we can prepare for what's to come. The first way is to make sure that our physical body is at the optimum level, to make sure that we are physically prepared for any disease, any virus, anything that will want to come and wreak havoc on our bodies. The best way to do that is to make sure that we have a strong immune system. The best way to do that is to make sure that we're healthy. The best way to do that is through preventative care, to make sure that we don't lead a lifestyle that will lead us down a path to disease, preventable diseases. And, I just want to say before I go any further in this that, I'm a little bit, not just a little bit, but I'm actually deeply disappointed in many of our health officials here in the United States, where I am now. They could have done a much better job throughout this time period of informing the masses, informing Americans, informing people, hey, lead a very healthy lifestyle, a healthier lifestyle. Make sure you stay away from the sugars and the processed foods. Make sure you get, you optimize your vitamin and nutrient levels in your body. Make sure you get vitamin D. Vitamin D3, vitamin D, make sure you get vitamin C, magnesium, zinc, make sure you get rest, make sure you eat whole foods, make sure you do the very best by your body, make sure you get more physical activity in, make sure you exercise, make sure you get more sleep and rest. None of that was emphasized by these health officials throughout this entire time. A matter of fact, I heard very few people talking about Americans leading a healthier lifestyle. People, not just Americans, but people around the world leading a healthy lifestyle. I've been watching news in the UK, news South America, news, different parts of the world to kind of like hear what, other countries are saying. And I haven't heard much of that in other places either. So it's not in the US. So I am very disappointed. Not to say I am not a person who's against science. I'm not against science. I'm not against vaccines. But I think many lives could have been saved. Many people could have been helped who got the virus. Many people could have had better health outcomes if we have been told, if they just would have said, hey, we're in a pandemic, live a healthier lifestyle. It could help you out. It can help your immune system. It can help you to survive. It can help you not to get sick. It can help you even not to die. Not to say now, there have been people who were perfectly healthy who encountered the virus, they died, they got really ill. That is sad. That is unfortunate. Not to say that even if you're healthy, that you can't get sick, but I do believe that it could lessen your chances of getting really ill and possibly dying or, having a tough time with a disease that you may contract. So the first way that we can prepare ourselves for the next virus to come, because this is not going to be the last one, there are going to be more to come, is to make sure that we take care of our bodies, that we respect this temple that God has given us, that we put the right things in it, that we exercise the body, that we get rest, that we make sure that our immune systems are strong, that we are eating the right things. If we do that, I believe that it can help us for the next global health crisis to come. If we are healthy, that's one way to prepare for what's to come. The second thing is that we not only have to prepare ourselves physically, we need to prepare ourselves spiritually for what's to come. When things come unexpectedly, when things come to turn our lives upside down, what happens when it comes, a change comes. And many people in the world have a hard time coping with change. And in this decade that we're living in this history and period of time, the 2020s, I said it before and I'll say it again, this is going to be a decade of great change. And because I'm predicting and I'm seeing that it's going to be a decade of great change, we have to get our spirits ready for when these things come, when these viruses come, when these crises come. And it's just not going to be health-wise. It's going to be things that are coming in the environments, natural disasters. We're seeing that more and more in places that we never thought possible. So, the climate, things that's happening with the earth. As these changes occur, the way for us to deal with these changes and the way for us to deal with these crises that will come is through us making sure that we are spiritually growing, that we are spiritually strong, and that we're spiritually prepared for the change. The more we invite God in, the more God we have on the inside, the more we will know, the more we will be guided to the right things to do when these things pop up and happen, the more we will be prepared, because God will be guiding us and telling us the things to do as these things unfold, as these things happen. But if you are deaf to God, we get deaf to God when we are far away from Him and we can't hear His Spirit, we will not know what to do or how to do it, or we may move too slowly or too quickly when things come to a head or when things happen. So we have to make sure that we are spiritually ready and that we are doing the things that I have told you to do in many of the videos on my channel, making sure we have those spiritual disciplines in place, that we are spending time with God, that we are praying, that we are fasting, that we are meditating, and that we're having that continuous divine connection. When you have those things, I believe that will be the thing that will help us to be prepared for the next global health crisis. So it's not just about getting the body prepared, but it's about getting the spirit prepared so we can be strong, so that we'll have resilience, so that we'll be able to push through the difficult times, so that when these things come, that it doesn't break us down and that doesn't destroy us and that it doesn't kill us, that we will be survivors. If you're watching this now, you are a survivor. I want you to continue to survive. So these are the two things that I want you to keep in mind, how we can prepare your body by respecting your temple and keeping your body healthy, and prepare your spirit by continuously being in connection with God. You do these two things, I believe, and I have faith, and I know that it's going to help not just you, but everyone else around you who does these things, and also me as well. So these are the two things that will help us to prepare for the next health crisis. Once again, thank you for joining me in this video. I pray that it's been a blessing to you. Take care, God bless, and I will see you in the next video.